Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I'm a self-taught artist. In this video, I want to share with you a little bit of my journey and the things I wish I knew when I was starting. I will also be sharing a bit of update I did with my studio and the new painting that I've been working on. I used to draw and paint as a kid, and I even joined competitions from my primary to secondary school. But one particular contest really took all the confidence I have for my artistic skills. I prepared for months for this particular competition, but in the end, I lost. The judges didn't really like my artistic style and the concept that I showcased. I was young and immature, and I took that event negatively. I thought that my effort was wasted, so from that day on, I never painted again. I formulated this belief that art is something only a select few people could thrive in. It was only about 5 years ago when I started picking up a paintbrush and feeling that joy of painting again. I was particularly stressed with my day job and I couldn't find something to do that would relieve the stress and anxiety that I had. It was also during that time that a friend gifted me a set of acrylic paints and brushes for Christmas. She must have noticed that I love to doodle or just get creative sometimes. I started researching about acrylic and oil paints and watching people painting in YouTube. I soon fell in love with oil paints, but it wasn't long before I noticed that I wasn't good enough. I know that I wanted to paint portraits of people, but there's no way I could paint as good as the artists I admire. And that brings me to the first thing I wish I knew as a self-taught artist. When I decided I wanted to paint again and be good at it, I quickly dove into painting portraits. I was too confident thinking how hard it could be, but my paintings turned out to be super ugly. Portrait artists made it look easy, and no matter how many times I painted portraits, I just couldn't find a clue on how to make it better. I spent months of painting and wanting to see the result as fast as possible, and one day I realized that the artists that I look up to have mastered the fundamentals of drawing and painting, and that is also what I have to do. In order to paint well, I should also draw well, so I forced myself to be patient and study the basics such as shapes, edges, lights and shadow, foreshortening, facial anatomy, color theory, composition, and many more. Those are the building blocks of any artwork and, more importantly, of portrait painting. It was not easy, and there are times when I just want to go ahead and paint aimlessly again, but that was not my goal, so I stick to my plan. It took me about 4 years until I was a bit confident with my works. I could not say that I already mastered the fundamentals, but I could clearly see my improvement. As a beginner, I was so afraid of making mistakes that I would spend hours on one piece and never finish it. I would buy pretty expensive canvases, but as soon as I stare at the blank area, I couldn't even start painting because I was afraid that I would ruin the canvas. So I bought cheap canvas papers and student grade paints to get rid of that fear. I soon realized that making mistakes is a crucial part of the learning process. Each mistake I make is an opportunity to learn and improve. I must embrace them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Because I never went to art school, I couldn't accept the reality that I am an artist. Even if I gain a few followers in social media and people are complimenting my works, I often feel that I don't deserve it. I learned that this thinking is called imposter syndrome. People struggling with this syndrome feel that they aren't as competent or intelligent as others might think, and that soon enough, people will discover the truth about them. It's that feeling of self-doubt and personal incompetence that persists despite your training, experience, and accomplishment. As soon as I came to my senses and admit that I can be an artist, my decisions and perspectives changed. I've become more motivated in creating art and sharing them to the world because artists do exactly that. I started listening to art podcasts, reading art books, and going to art museums. I do not downgrade myself as much as I did before, nor deflect compliments from other people. I now feel more appreciation of what I do. Looking ahead, I have some exciting plans for my art journey. I want to explore new mediums, discover new artists, and start selling my art online. But most importantly, I want to continue learning and growing as an artist. There's always room for improvement, and I'm excited to see where my journey takes me.